What's up, you guys? It's Susan Morad right back here on Clever News. And Cole Sprouse just shared his true feelings on A Suite Life revival. And sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but it looks like any revisit to the Tipton is out of the question. The age of reboots and revivals is still going strong, but don't exactly get your hopes up for a final hotel hangout with the tenaciously troublesome residents of the Tipton Hotel. Cole Sprouse shared his 2 cents on whether or not he would reprise the role that shot him to fame during Tuesday's appearance on the Drew Barrymore show. The topic of conversation began as Drew asked Cole whether he considered the upcoming Sex and the City revival a true revival, given that Kim Cattrall refused to return as Samantha Jones. Despite the fact that Cole wasn't able to pinpoint which one Samantha was, I know, the audacity, but it's Cole, so it's okay. He shared some thoughts reconfirming his past thoughts about reboots, saying, quote, "Reboots are a tricky thing, you know? The original shows, when they become successful, sit within this golden little plate of nostalgia. And when you modernize it and go back to it, it has the potential to really disenfranchise the original fan base. So it's a very, very touchy thing." Cole went on to speak about whether or not he'd return to reprise his Disney Channel role. And for all of you Suite Life of Zack and Cody optimists who are currently thinking, well, he didn't exactly say no, you may want to sit down for this one.
I'm asked all the time if Dylan and I are going to do a Suite Life reboot, and I go, no, absolutely not.
Ugh, not gonna lie, that one kinda cut deep. But as many fans know, this isn't the first time Cole has addressed the idea of returning for a Suite Life reboot. While chatting with Jimmy Fallon back in May, he once again shared that he doesn't think a revival should be done, saying, quote, "I'm not the biggest fan of the sequel and spin-off thing, and I think also, if enough time elapses, everyone who comes back to a program like that, they're not really in the same headspace, so they're trying to capture the same feeling that it was in my childhood." Despite Cole's willingness to pass on a Suite Life reboot, he doesn't take for granted the dedicated fan base that the show produced, and still to this day stands strong. He previously credited the revival of the show withstanding its continued popularity to the fans, telling Jimmy, quote, "There's always this tendency to glorify the things that we grew up with, especially the programming we grew up with. I think, thankfully, our show has sort of held the test of time." Fans appear to have mixed reactions on Cole's most recent claims regarding a Suite Life reboot, with some thinking the show was right to end when it did, while others were happy the show's legacy won't be affected. One user tweeted, "Doesn't really need one, like most things. Original ideas are in fact okay." While another thanked Cole, writing, "This would damage Suite Life's legacy." Some fans, however, are still holding out hope for a reboot, and are begging for Cole's response to be untrue. While others are of the opinion and are just happy that Cole is essentially reprising his Suite Life role, just in the form of a completely different TV show based in the town of Riverdale. This user tweeted, "I always assumed that Riverdale was the Suite Life of Zack and Cody reboot that we deserve." And speaking of Riverdale, the 5th season officially drops today, you guys, on Netflix, so plan your weekend binge accordingly. And for the latest on Cole and Dylan's brotherly digs towards each other, click right over here for another clever video. Then be sure to let me know if you agree with Cole's stance on reboots in the comments section below. I'm your host, Susan Morad. You can find me on Instagram at Susan_Morad. I'll catch you later. Bye, guys.